Hey guys, welcome back to my Wolfed Out New Vegas series. I am Roarin the Werewolf on my character from Fallout 3, of course, as you know, if you followed the series, Anastasia. Now, in this particular adventure, we end up getting sidetracked while on the way to New Vegas and find our way in Camp McCarran. Well, there is a lot of stuff here that people need help with. And we just have conversations with people pretty much. But we are set on many tasks in this particular adventure. So join me and I'll hope you enjoy. Almost in New Vegas. I'm gonna kill them. What's over here? Farming area. Huh. It's currently locked up. Why isn't anybody out here?
Oh, you here to work? I think I have an extra shovel around here somewhere.
No, I'm just stopping by. What's going on around here?
Well, crops aren't doing so well. I'm thinking it might be something in the water. The pump station is pretty run down. You could go take a look around the place, see if you find anything strange going on. What do you say?
Which pump station is that? I did run across one not too long ago.
Thanks. That's great. I should get back to work now. See you around.
I'm glad the troopers are smart enough not to trample everything.
Is there something I can do for you?
I guess I could use some directions.
I'll help you if I can. What are you looking for?
Let's see. I'm really needing to buy and sell some stuff.
The Crimson Caravan Company is north of here. They have just about everything you need. But if you're in the market for guns, go see the gun runners. They're expensive, but they have stuff no one else carries.
Alright then. Do you have any tasks you need done?
Well, I know Major Daughtry is offering bounties on some of the Fiends. That's the gang that controls the southeast part of the city. You can find the Major at the camp just outside of the old airport.
Okay.
Bye.
Let's talk to you.
Howdy. Something I can help you with?
Yeah. So you work these fields?
Sure do. Came from the hub on account of the Thaler Act. Farming's decent work, but the whole thing's a bum deal.
What is the Thaler Act?
Something the politicians back in Shady Sands came up with. They pay us to move here and farm the land. They even protect the fields.
So it's a bum deal?
Bad soil and ration water. It's to be expected around here. But the rationing's off. Worst part is NCR won't admit it. Pretty hard to meet their crop quotas with 20% less water than we're supposed to be getting. Not that OSI cares about any of this.
So, what are the NCR troopers doing here?
They're part of the deal, the Thaler Act. We work the fields while they protect the crops and the water. A lot of folks come to New Vegas and lose everything in free side of the Strip. They get hungry, desperate, and try to take our hard work. Much as I sympathize, their theft would put me in a bad spot. I got a crop quota to meet.
Ah, I see. So what kind of crops do you grow?
Everything I can. Farmers out here don't have the luxury of being picky. I get by mostly on maize and tobacco.
All right.
Can do.
I'll see you later then.
Adios.
Don't know about you, but this beats herding Brahmin back in California.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I'm not a recruitment officer. You want to join the Army? I'm sure someone at McCarran can point you in the right direction.
Trent Bascom says he is not getting the full amount of water for the crops.
The Office of Science and Industry has carefully calculated the amount of water needed for these crops. The whole thing is handled by computer. Besides, most of these crops look fine to me. If the farmers can't handle the job, they shouldn't have signed up in the first place. If there really is a problem, they can take it up with Lieutenant Boyd at McCarran. Farming isn't my department.
So what can you tell me about these fields?
Impressive, aren't they? You don't see anything like this outside of NCR territory, that's for sure. We get the water, clean water, pumped in from Lake Mead. If you follow the big pipes, they'll take you all the way to the lake.
Okay.
Carry on.
That's not good. Where is Fort McCarran? Camp McCarran. Is it north? No, it's that way. Alright then. Maybe we can help these people out a little bit. Well, check that out. I've seen that shit in postcards. Not bad.
McClafferty's been riding asses again. Better lay low.
And this place doesn't look like much. Hello? I guess I can just walk right in. This kind of almost reminds me of walking into the Citadel. Not as impressive as the Citadel, but still. This is supposedly their head base here in New Vegas. McCarran Airport. Huh.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
Okay, what are you talking about, fiends? What do you know?
Pack of drugged-out killers. They're addicted to every stim, every pill, every psychoactive enema on this fucked-up earth. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you?
Might be. If you give me their names.
First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nephi. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
That sounds like fun. Violet.
Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other 2. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother, and never leave her side.
Do you know where I can find her?
Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them stays in any one place for long.
Anything else I need to know?
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you, and don't get careless.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds like a good side job. We'll take care of that later. Let's look around a little bit more. Let's see if we can find who's in charge of this place. Jones, I transferred that redhead you liked over to admin. You'll be sitting next to her all day, so don't come crying to me if you can't get her in your bunk. Reminder, all personnel must secure their terminals before leaving their post. We don't need another situation like the one Private Crenshaw created last week. Hey, what's up, Jones? Crenshaw here? So, you got that eye on the pretty redhead, huh? Be sure to fill her in on your farting, probably. Seeing how we're buddies and all. Yes, you didn't secure your terminal very well. Choose better password next time. Oh.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Still trying to find who the hell is in charge of this place.
Hey there, miss. Ten of spades. First recon sharpshooter. At your surface.
Really? Huh. Are you alright?
Oh yeah, fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
Huh. I'm sure it doesn't.
Damn right.
So, Ten of Spades, where the hell did you get that name from?
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be Ace of Spades, but the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt, he'll move me up to Jack. Jack of Spades. Sounds better, right? I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to Ace. Think I'll skip Queen, though.
How long have you been a sharpshooter?
Shit. Long as I can remember. Had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ranch, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid, too.
Okay. When did you enlist into the military?
Oh, they recruited me, what, a year ago? Taught me to kick even more ass than before. These guys, they really know how to kick some ass.
That's good. Alright. I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
I'm Bitter Root, first recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Maybe. Bitter. You have a quite an unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? You really not know where I got that name?
I have no bloody idea. I didn't mean to offend. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
Ah. So what happened to your parents?
They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right, if you ask me.
Wait. I've heard of that place. Bitter Springs. What happened to them?
It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
So... your name, it comes from Bitter Springs?
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons at Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever want.
Okay. So how did you survive the massacre?
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too, about how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
Okay. Wait. Are you not telling me something? You could have forgotten the whole massacre. You couldn't have forgotten it. No.
It's like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets. I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had. Don't bother asking who they were with.
Alright, no problem. I think I might have heard enough.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Yeah. So, how long have you been with First Recon, then?
While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
So... your father is your commanding officer? I guess you can see him like that. Is that allowed?
Yeah, look. He's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story. I'd get tired of talking before it was through.
Alright, no problem. See you later.
Alright, goodbye.
Still, haven't found anybody in charge yet.
Hello. I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, 1st Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
Okay. Does the NCR usually offer bounties on people?
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Carry on. Morning.
Girl, you are some grade A poon. Anybody ever tell you that?
Yes, but never from a woman.
Trust me, the alpha males are overrated. Plenty of them in the army. All they're good for is killing each other and taking smelly shits.
Oh, I like you. Have you seen any serious combat here then?
Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
What do you mean?
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
First I've heard about in a while. You know.
Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone cold bitch after all.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Yeah, I always scare off the hot ones.
Hello.
Okay. Where the... Well, tell me, it's in there. Has to be. Oh, wait, you have like a special hat?
Howdy. Name's Sterling, 1st Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
Yeah. You're right, we've never met.
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all. And a lot of scouting from place to place.
Wait. Ooh. You have a very interesting rifle you have there. Is it lever action?
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorobets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Have you always been with the 1st Recon?
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
So why did you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
So how did you manage to escape?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. but a couple of rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
Nice. So, how long have you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Yeah. Alright then.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
Oh, that is a gorgeous gun. Okay. The commanding officer might actually be in the airport. Huh, who is that? This is dressed differently.
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
Wait, are you supposed to be famous or something?
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory. Shit. I'd settle just for the women.
So why does Daughtry owe you caps?
Because I killed a couple of marks for him, that's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror?
No, never heard of them. I take it they were fiends?
Damn right they were. And they were good, too. Till I popped a couple shells in their assholes. Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done.
So how long have you been a bounty hunter?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last at most jobs.
So you've worked a lot of different trades?
Oh, yeah. A lot. Like before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk, right? Wrong. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence.
I've been known to hunt a few bounties myself.
Well, hey, the field's wide open now that I'm gone. Probably lots of people looking to get in once they hear I quit.
So what are you gonna do now?
Simple. Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my caps from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gomorrah and win big at cards. There's not as many people playing at Gomorrah, so that means I've got better odds of winning big. I got this figured out.
Gambling never works out. So why did you quit the trade?
See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole.
Okay. I'll leave it at that.
Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
Oh, look at this place. And go figure they have slots inside here.
Hello.
Well, these terminals are broken. Okay, let's see if we can find somebody in charge.
all impressed with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I mean, I guess you know who I am. Well, is there anything I might be able to help you with around here?
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
Well, you seem pretty calm given that the things are bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
So, are there more than... Who are the fiends in general, really?
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them, and they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
Well, I'll go to Vault 3 and see if I can find your ranger friend.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
I believe I can do that. So how are things going for the NCR around here?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
Where does that leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the Strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
I wonder if I can make the Legion prisoner talk.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
Okay. And I believe I could look into who's leaking the NCR intelligence for you.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements. And it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
So, what's Camp McCarran's role in the NCR operations?
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the Strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Oh, okay. Are things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. It sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it. and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I already fixed that problem. So what challenges does the NCR face here?
Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
Alright then. Well, seems like I got a lot to help you with then.
Bye.
Alright. Vault 3 takes precedence over my
Something I can do for you?
wanting to shoot Benny in the head.
Morning. A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
Hey, what is this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
Cool. So you're a scientist.
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
Ah. So what's your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
So do you need help with anything?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Mercenaries? For bounties?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Oh, why is that terminal not working? Huh.
Hey,
What is that? Huh.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
No, nothing's impossible. I've seen and been to places that you wouldn't believe.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Ah. So, scientific discovery is never so simple as that.
Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
All right. I will do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Okay. Is there anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
I think I had some other questions.
Oh? What might those be?
Well, tell me about the OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
So you said you are the actual director?
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No, I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads.
Okay. So, and you're doing all these things yourself?
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course.
So, does the NCR have a food shortage?
Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
So, let me ask your opinion. What do you think about the NCR's chances against the Legion?
To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
I might have to keep that saying. All right then. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yeah. He asked me to get some data.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No, did not mention anyone.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
All right, I'll look into it.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else?
Of course. Anything.
What can you tell me about, Keeley?
Keeley's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them?
So, wait. How old is Keeley?
I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war, The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more.
So she's a ghoul. How do Keely and Hildern get along?
Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Keely hates Hildern. She says he's more politician than scientist, and gets in the way of true discovery. And Hildern hates Keely because... well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually.
So... what do you think of Dr. Hildern? He's just right there. What do you...
The director? He's very well-spoken and knowledgeable.
He seemed a little focused on results. Maybe not so much on people?
He's not what you'd call warm, unless he wants something from you. And even then, it's kind of a cold warm. Most of the time, I focus on the science and try to forget him. He doesn't get mixed up in any actual work, though he tells people that he does.
So, Dr. Hildern takes credit for your work?
He sure does. Everyone knows it. I've just got to endure this job until the project is finished. But abandoning Keely, he crossed a line. Taking credit for other people's work is one thing. Sending people to die in the waste is another. If Hildern tries to recruit any more mercs, I'm gonna warn them. What can he do to me? I'm the only one who can run this lab.
I like you. I like you. I believe Hildern mentions something of the followers of the apocalypse. I've ran into them before.
My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR, give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl.
Okay. I heard the food around here is pretty bad.
It's foul, to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free.
All right, then. I'll see you later.
Right. Stay safe.
Hello.
Even the stupid NCR is investing in new research. We're getting left in the dust.
Yep, you could say that, I guess. Man, there's a lot of people to talk to. Well, a lot of stuff going on that needs help. This is probably going to take a while.
What is it? Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Hey, Colonel, he wanted me to help you look into the recent intelligence leaks.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Okay, where do you think I should start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
No problem. Okay. What do you do around here?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
That's true. All right, then.
Later. What is it? What is it?
Nothing. Holy crap, this place is huge.
Morning. Did the Colonel send you? I was hoping he might have changed his mind.
Wait, you look upset. What's wrong?
I know. I've been crying. It's stupid. I'm supposed to be a soldier. My husband, he's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of fiends. Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot. Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain.
If your husband is dead, then what does it matter to get the corpse back? It's not gonna do you any good.
You never lost anybody, have you? Not like this. Never had to think about that person you love all alone out there, cooking in the sun like meat. NCR never leaves a soldier behind. That's what the recruiters told us. Promised us. We believed them.
So no one else will help you?
His best friend, Jackson, tried. Didn't even get permission from his CO, so it could have cost him a lot. But he never came back.
Alright, I can do that. I can recover your husband's body for you.
Ma'am, I'd about given up hope. But you've got to be careful. I don't want anybody else dying on my account. Esteban's body is laid out between some of the buildings, east of the Repcon headquarters. At least that's what his squad mates said. There's an NCR position just north of there. It's on the way. They should be able to tell you what the situation is.
Okay.
Did you start looking for Esteban? I guess my directions could have been better.
No, I haven't found him yet.
No, I didn't expect nothing so soon. You're doing me a favor. I don't mean to be a pest.
Okay.
Morning.
Holy shit. Oh, this must be the cook.
Morning.
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine. And I want my 50 caps back, because I looked it up and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
Wait, I actually look like somebody else? Is there a health inspector bothering you?
That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you?
You got anything to eat?
Oh, yeah. You can order up anything you want. As long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
Okay. Can anything be done to improve your supplies?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty. Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
Okay. What parts do you need to fix the food processor?
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up.
Okay. Do you know where I might find some of these parts?
I don't know. Try the various traders around the waste. Or the pawn shop in West Side might have some parts. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
Okay. Where would you suggest I find some meat for you guys?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
Okay. And where should I look for some spices?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything else to talk about?
What can I do for you?
I'll see you later. I'll look into all this for you.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Okay.
How about some grub?
Repair the kitchen's food processor. Yes. You don't have all the required items. Jury-rig the machine. Bypassing several broken redundant processors using nothing more than bobby pins, tape, and a trooper's Swiss Army knife. You managed to get the machine running. I am just that good. Alright.
Howdy. Looking for chow?
No, I managed to fix the food processor for you.
Amazing. I thought that thing was done for. That'll help me transform what I can offer the troops. I'll give you a little extra discount the next time you buy food from me. Thanks again.
No problem. Okay. It looks like we have a couple of tasks to take care of. And, let's rest up a bit. We've been here for a while talking to a lot of people. We'll head out as soon as we rest up. Hey guys, thanks for watching my Wolfed Out New Vegas series. Now, be sure to comment and subscribe if you so feel like it. If you want to know the other LP series on my channel, I have them just right up here. Check them out. If you want to know the mods I use, I put them in the description below, so all you have to do is look. Now you guys, stay furry, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.